Good evening, I'm Shreya Dhondiyal. As always, it is very good to see you. The huddle over the West Asia war and its impact on India has just about gotten over belly 10 minutes ago. Now, this all-party meeting was being chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. It had all top ministers in attendance, including the Home Minister, the Finance Minister and the Petroleum Minister. The meet began at 5 o'clock and lasted about an hour 45 minutes. It was attended by all political parties except the TMC that decided to boycott it. Why? Well, because they say that when Parliament is in session, then there is no need to hold a briefing in a conference hall. They said they want a discussion in Parliament and not a briefing in a conference hall. Among other notable absentees, our leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, who is in hospital tending to his mother. In any case, he had declared that he will not be attending this all-party meeting. The Congress, though, did send two representatives to this meeting, which is just about getting over. In fact, we are getting some breaking news coming in. This is inside information about what has happened at the all-party meeting. Of course, once leaders start trickling out, we'll have sound bites coming from them. But essentially, the larger message that the government has sent out is this. They are saying all is well. What they have assured the opposition is that the energy security is well taken care of. The government has told the opposition that there are 5 more ships that will be crossing the Hormuz, so our supplies are incoming. The government has also briefed the opposition on India's diplomatic stand. They are saying they are in talks with all nations and that hotlines have been established with all governments. The government is also saying, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is a big update, they are also saying that LPG output in India is now up by 60%. Essentially, Pragya, you're joining us on the broadcast. Essentially, the government is telling the opposition all is well.
जो विस्तृत जानकारी और सवालों का जवाब इस ऑल पार्टी.
Okay, I do think I hear Kiran Rijiju speaking in Pragya's backdrop, and I'm sure we'll get to that as soon as we can. As soon as we get a live video and a live audio, we'll get to that. But for the moment, this is what we are hearing. In fact, the opposition has also been briefed about Prime Minister Modi's phone call with President Donald Trump that happened yesterday evening. In fact, exactly at this time, at 7 o'clock. Let's quickly listen in to what's happening.
प्रधानमंत्री जी मौजूद रहेंगे तो हम सजेशन करेंगे ना. सजेशन तो बहुत है. सबसे पहले
मैं तो वहाँ नहीं हूँगा क्योंकि मेरा तो केरला में प्रोग्राम है. देखिए, ठीक है. ऑल
For that, we'll try and get to Kiran Rijiju in just a bit. Also, we'll try and get to our reporters in just a bit. The sound bites that we have lined up for you have come from before the meeting. So we'll play that out. We'll come to the politics in just a bit because there is a lot of politics around this meeting. But for the moment, what is more important for us is to know what the government has told the opposition. रविकांत, आप हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं. हमें बताइए कि जो बड़ी बातें हैं सरकार ने ऑपोजिशन को बताई हैं वो क्या हैं?
देखिए, लगभग 1 घंटे 40 मिनट तक ये बैठक चली है और राजनाथ सिंह की अध्यक्षता में ये बैठक हुई है. 2 मंत्रालयों के अधिकारियों ने ब्रीफ किया, पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्ट्री की तरफ से, और फॉरेन मिनिस्टर एस जयशंकर ने विपक्ष के तमाम सवालों का जवाब दिया. सरकार ने ये इंश्योर किया है कि देश में किसी भी प्रकार के पेट्रोल, डीजल या एलपीजी की कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. इसलिए आम जनता को घबराने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. स्ट्रेट ऑफ हॉर्मुज में जो इंडियन शिप फंसे हुए हैं उनमें से 4 और 5 जहाजों के बहुत जल्द वहां से निकलकर इंडिया पहुंचने की जानकारी जो है विपक्ष के सभी दलों को भारत सरकार के द्वारा दी गई है. इसके साथ ही सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि एलपीजी का जो प्रोडक्शन है वो इंडिया में इंक्रीज किया गया है, इस बात की जानकारी दी गई है. और कमर्शियल जो एलपीजी सिलेंडर है उनको लेकर राज्यों के साथ जो है बातचीत चल रही है. किसी भी प्रकार की कोई आम जनता को दिक्कत न हो ये इंश्योर किया गया है. पाकिस्तान को लेकर भी यहाँ जानकारी दी गई है. पाकिस्तान जो है यूएस के लिए 1981 से इस तरीके की चीजें करता रहा है और ये सवाल जो है ऑपोजिशन के द्वारा पूछा गया था, जिसके जवाब में भारत के विदेश मंत्रालय की तरफ से ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में ये जानकारी दी गई है. तो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि ये जानकारी एक और दी गई विदेश मंत्रालय के द्वारा कि भारत के प्रधानमंत्री ने अलग अलग राज्यों के जो राष्ट्राध्यक्ष हैं उनसे बातचीत की. उसमें यूएस प्रेसिडेंट डोनाल्ड ट्रंप से भी बातचीत हुई है और भारत ने अपना स्टैंड बिल्कुल क्लियर किया है कि भारत चाहता है कि हर चीज का समाधान जो है वो बातचीत से हो, डायलॉग से हो, डिप्लोमेसी से हो। वॉर जो है किसी भी समस्या का सॉल्यूशन नहीं है। तो ये ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग अभी तुरंत खत्म हुई है, लेकिन कुछ पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां जो ऑपोजिशन की हैं वो कह रही हैं बाहर आकर कि इस पर सदन के अंदर विस्तार से चर्चा होनी चाहिए और सदन के माध्यम से पूरे देश को जानकारी होनी चाहिए कि वर्तमान परिस्थितियां क्या है, और जो लोगों के बीच में पैनिक है वो सदन के अंदर डिबेट होती है तो वहां सरकार अपना पक्ष रखे, विपक्ष भी अपनी बातें रखेगा। लेकिन ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग के अंदर सरकार ने स्टैंड क्लियर किया है और विस्तृत तरीके से जितने सवाल पूछे गए ऑपोजिशन के द्वारा सभी सवालों का जवाब जो है भारत सरकार के मंत्रियों ने ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में दिया है।
मैं आपसे एक सवाल का जवाब जानना चाहती हूं, क्योंकि ऑपोजिशन इसको लेके सरकार के ऊपर काफी वार कर रही है रविकांत। सवाल है पाकिस्तान की मध्यस्थता को लेकर। तो क्या सवाल पूछा गया था सरकार से, क्योंकि ऑपोजिशन ये भी बात कर रही थी कि ये देखिए अगर पाकिस्तान मीडिएट कर सकता है तो भारत को पहले मीडिएट करना चाहिए था, इत्यादि इत्यादि। तो उस पे सरकार का जवाब क्या रहा? सवाल क्या था और जवाब क्या रहा?
देखिए, जो पाकिस्तान मध्यस्थता की बात कह रहा है उसको लेकर ऑपोजिशन की तरफ से सवाल पूछा गया और ये सवाल जॉन ब्रिटास ने पूछा था, जिसके बारे में विदेश मंत्री ने साफ तौर पर कहा कि
रविकांत, मुझे 1 मिनट दे दीजिए, मैं आपके पास वापस आती हूँ। किरण रिजिजू जो है प्रेस से बात कर रहे हैं, उनके पास चलते हैं 2 मिनट के लिए।
समझता हूं कि आज जो विस्तृत जानकारी और सवालों का जवाब इस ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में सरकार ने दी है, उसके बाद मुझे लगता है कि विपक्ष के लोग भी साथ में ऐसे संकट की घड़ी में रहेंगे। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अपील किया है कि पूरा देश एकजुट रहना चाहिए और संसद से एकजुट का भाव और मैसेज जाना चाहिए। ये एक तरीके से सभी विपक्ष के पार्टियों के ओर से भी मुझे नजर आया कि हम एकजुट रहेंगे। तो और मांग करने का, अलग से जानकारी प्राप्त करने का इस विषय में मुझे लगता है कि अभी के लिए जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा। आगे का भविष्य के बारे में तो मैं कह नहीं सकता हूं, लेकिन जो फिलहाल परिस्थिति है उनका पर्याप्त जानकारी दे दिया है। समझता हूं कि आज
Okay, that was Kiran Rijiju briefing the media about what has happened. He's very optimistically saying that after today's briefing, the opposition's questions and queries regarding the war and India's energy security have been answered, and therefore he believes that the opposition will stand by the government in this hour of crisis. Ravikant, आप हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, हम किरण रिजिजू को अभी सुन रहे थे, अभी और ऑपोजिशन की वॉइसेस भी आएंगी तो उनका पक्ष भी सुनेंगे। लेकिन आप बता रहे थे कि जॉन ब्रिटास जो कि लेफ्ट के हैं, उन्होंने सवाल उठाया पाकिस्तान की मध्यस्थता को लेकर और भारत क्यों मध्यस्थता नहीं कर सकता। उस पे सरकार का जवाब क्या था? सवाल क्या था और जवाब क्या था?
देखिए, सवाल जो है फॉरेन पॉलिसी को लेकर उठाया गया। विपक्ष ने ये कहा कि पाकिस्तान जो है इस पूरे मामले में मध्यस्थता की बात कह रहा है। इस सवाल के जवाब में भारत सरकार के विदेश मंत्रालय की तरफ से क्लियर कट कहा गया कि पाकिस्तान जो है यूएस के इंटरेस्ट में ऐसा काम 1981 से कर रहा है। भारत एक बड़ा देश है और इस तरीके से किसी कंट्री के पिछलग्गू वर्ड इस्तेमाल किया गया है और वो नहीं भारत कर सकता है। जो पाकिस्तान की हरकतें हैं, जो पाकिस्तान पहले से करता है, यूएस के इंटरेस्ट में वो इस तरह की चीजें करता है। तो भारत की अपनी एक फॉरेन पॉलिसी है, भारत का अपना स्टैंड है। भारत बार बार ये कहता है कि वॉर जो है किसी भी समस्या का समाधान नहीं है। इसके बाद इसी तरीके के सिमिलर क्वेश्चन जो है वो पूछे गए, जिसको लेकर जो भारत सरकार के विदेश मंत्रालय के अधिकारी और मंत्री हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि रिपीटेड क्वेश्चन बार बार आ रहे हैं, हमारा स्टैंड हमने आपके सामने रखा।
1 मिनट सरकार का दोबारा स्टैंड सुन लेते हैं। रविकांत, दोबारा किरण रिजिजू साउंड बाइट दे रहे हैं, जरा सुन लेते हैं क्या कह रहे हैं।
सारे विपक्ष ने जो सवाल की और जो जानकारी प्राप्त करना चाहा, सरकार ने जवाब दिया। और अंत में सारे विपक्ष के साथियों ने ये कहा है कि संकट के इस घड़ी में सरकार जो फैसला करेंगे, जैसे परिस्थिति है उसके हिसाब से कदम उठाएंगे, तो सब एकजुट होकर के साथ देंगे, ये सबने कहा है। ये अच्छी बात है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी चाहते थे कि हम ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग बुलाएं और सभी पार्टी के लोगों ने अपने प्रतिनिधि के साथ में मीटिंग में हिस्सा लिया। और आगे का जो आश्वासन सरकार ने कदम उठाया, जितना बताया, मैं मानता हूं कि इससे काफ़ी जो भी विपक्ष का मांग थी कि इस तरह का जानकारी देना चाहिए, वो भी पर्याप्त रूप से सरकार ने आज जानकारी दिया है।
सर टीएमसी ने स्किप किया है सर, टीएमसी ने स्किप किया है।
ऐसा है, इसमें सब दल के लोगों ने मीटिंग में हिस्सा लिया है। जो प्रमुख पार्टी है सरकार के पक्ष में और विपक्ष के सभी प्रमुख पार्टियों के प्रतिनिधि ने हिस्सा लिया। सिर्फ तृणमूल एक पार्टी थे जो इसमें हिस्सा नहीं लिया। मुझे बताया था, मैंने 2 बार आग्रह किया, तो वो कह रहे हैं कि वो मीटिंग में हिस्सा नहीं लेंगे क्योंकि वो दूसरे जगह जा रहे हैं, शायद पश्चिम बंगाल जा रहे हैं या कहीं जा रहे हैं, मुझे बताया नहीं। लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि वो बैठक में हिस्सा नहीं लेंगे। लेकिन पूरे पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, बाकी सब जो प्रमुख विपक्षी पार्टी और पक्ष के पार्टियां हैं, सब ने ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में हिस्सा लिया।
सर अपोजिशन जो कह रहा है कि डिस्कशन होना चाहिए, क्या सरकार इस पे विचार करेगी?
किसके लिए?
अपोजिशन जो कर रहा है, उनके नोटिस भी है।
नहीं, मैं ये समझता हूं कि आज जो विस्तृत जानकारी और सवालों का जवाब इस ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में सरकार ने दी है, उसके बाद मुझे लगता है कि विपक्ष के लोग भी साथ में ऐसे संकट के घड़ी में रहेंगे। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अपील किया है कि पूरा देश एकजुट रहना चाहिए और संसद से एकजुट का भाव और मैसेज जाना चाहिए। ये एक तरीके से सभी विपक्ष के पार्टियों के ओर से भी मुझे नजर आया कि हम एकजुट रहेंगे। तो और मांग करने का, अलग से जानकारी प्राप्त करने का इस विषय में मुझे लगता है कि अभी के लिए जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा। आगे का भविष्य के बारे में तो मैं कह नहीं सकता हूं, लेकिन जो फिलहाल परिस्थिति है उनका पर्याप्त जानकारी दे दिया है। I have
Okay, that was Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, speaking to the press, essentially briefing the press on what has happened, not giving out too many details. It was Ravi Kant who's actually putting out more details than that. But can I just introduce my guests this evening as well? Manish Bariyar is a political analyst joining us on the broadcast. Shubhrashtra, founder of The Churn, with us this evening. Hi, Shubhrashtra. Tausif Ahmed Khan, lawyer, political analyst, representing the TMC, the only party missing at the all-party meeting. And Avni Bansal is a spokesperson of the Congress party. She's joining us on the broadcast as well. Good evening to all of you. Tausif, obviously the first question for you. This is an all-party meeting that lasted for almost 1 hour, 40 minutes. You had all top ministers, you had all secretaries available for any questions that the opposition wanted to ask. And there were many questions that were asked, given the fact that the meeting lasted really long. Why did the TMC decide not to show up? What difference does it make whether there is a discussion in Parliament on the floor of the House, or whether this discussion/briefing takes place in a conference hall? That conference hall, after all, was in Parliament itself.
No, there's a huge difference. I mean, we cannot compare discussion inside conference hall with that of the on the floor of the House. Yes, there is huge difference. And this government has always ran away, tried to, given that opposition parties try hard to make the BJP accountable, but BJP, Mr. Modi particularly, has always tried to shy away, run away from tough questions. You see, from a very long time.
Okay.
It's a very logical situation. When you have two friends fighting with each other, you should try and stay neutral. What was the need for Prime Minister Modi to land in Israel and call it a fatherland when the war was imminent? We all know that America was preparing for it.
The opposition has questions, and the opposition has concerns, and they are valid questions and they are valid concerns. Now, those valid concerns and valid questions could have been raised in this all-party meeting by the TMC. You didn't participate.
And what is the valid? You recognize the valid questions and valid concern, but you don't recognize the valid place. Parliament, House of the Floor is a valid place. Why run away from there? There? Because you don't want to escape accountability.
Let Manish respond to that. Manish, if the government could take time out to brief the opposition, Okay, give me a minute. I believe Tariq Anwar from the Congress party is now speaking. We can quickly listen in.
मुल्क है और जो हर तरह से हमसे कमज़ोर है वो आज मीडिएटर बन रहा है और मीडिएटर की भूमिका निभा रहा है और हम अभी तक मूक दर्शक बने हुए हैं।
अपोजिशन का काफी सवाल था, काफी आप लोग अनसेटिस्फाइड थे, लगातार जो चीजें चल रही थी वेस्ट एशिया को लेके, तो क्या इस बैठक में आप लोगों की जो कंफ्यूजन
नहीं, संतोषजनक नहीं रहा। हम तो कहा कि संतोषजनक नहीं रहा, इसीलिए हम लोग की जो पुरानी मांग है समाजवादी की भी है और पूरे अपोजिशन पार्टी की है कि उसमें 193 के तहत लोकसभा में और 176 के तहत राज्यसभा में इस इशू पर जो वेस्ट एशिया का जो प्रॉब्लम है उसको लेकर बहस होनी चाहिए, उस पर चर्चा होनी चाहिए।
सरकार की तरफ से कुछ कहा गया जब आपने
नहीं, अभी तक ऐसा नहीं।
All right, we have the opposition who has given a soundbite after walking out from the all-party meeting. The vibe compared to what Kiran Rijiju has. I believe the Samajwadi Party is speaking as well. Let's listen in.
वो चर्चा हो तो चर्चा के माध्यम से चीज़ें पूरे देश के सामने साफ साफ होंगी, यही हमारी मांग है। और जहाँ तक जवाब का सवाल सरकार के बहुत सारे विपक्ष के जो सवाल थे उसका कोई खास संतोषजनक ऐसा जवाब नहीं है जिसको मैं आपके सामने कह सकूं।
जैसे सर आप लोगों ने जो कहा मांग की लोकसभा और राज्यसभा में चर्चा को लेकर, उस पर सरकार की तरफ से क्या कहा गया?
अभी सरकार की तरफ से ऐसा कोई आश्वासन नहीं मिला है, लेकिन ये मांग स्टिल हम लोगों की नोटिस भी है और मांग भी है। और जिस तरह से पाकिस्तान में इमीडिएशन कर रहा है वो मैं समझता हूँ हमारे जैसे देश के लिए बहुत शर्म की बात है।
सर विदेश मंत्री ने सारे सवालों का जवाब भी दिए जो आप लोगों ने पूछे।
देखिए जवाब दिए जरूर, लेकिन संतोषजनक जवाब नहीं आए।
Okay, so we now have two political parties, the Congress party and the Samajwadi party, stepping out to say that they are not very happy with the sort of answers that they have gotten from this all-party meeting. The word that has been used is they are not satisfied, and what they are asking for instead is a discussion on the floor of the House. Manish Bariar, that's a fair ask, right? That's something that the TMC is asking. That is something that the opposition leaders who attended this all-party meeting are seeking as well. What is the problem in that?
Good evening to you. This is not a very normal situation. In fact, this is a very unprecedented kind of a situation. I don't know how much of import or understanding a lot of these leaders who are making very frivolous comments about this situation are getting. This is almost like a COVID situation. I think this was not a normal all-party meeting. This was to ensure, to brief the opposition of that impending difficulties which the nation can face. That is one. And second, it was also about reassuring the country that, look, we are prepared for it. So I don't think this is a normal political discussion which you can put it in parliament. Yes, if there is a crisis situation, of course, things can be discussed and questions can be raised. But this particular all-party meeting had a very particular purpose. We know that 5 days Trump, that deadline is going to really, come up. And one doesn't know that in what kind of a mess the world is going to be in next 48 hours. Probably the government knows a lot about it and wanted to reassure the country as well as reassure the opposition and take the support of opposition at this point of time.
But why could that reassurance and support, Shubhrashtra, not be sought on the floor of the House? After all, the Parliament is in session.
Sure. I take the argument that the Parliament is in session and, the floor of the House is actually a place where most of these policy decisions should be taken. However, in a circumstance like Manishi just said, it is important to have an all-party delegation deliberate and come up with a national, kind of a consensus. And even dissent can be consensual. Even dissent can be something that, all across parties should come up on the table and tell the Modi government or whichever government is in power as to what their concerns are. My problem is not with TMC boycotting or Congress boycotting. My problem is that on a issue as serious as West Asia, you do not boycott the table. You ought to dominate it. If Narendra Modi has maintained a careful, mature balance, engaging Israel strategically, while upholding our long-standing support for Palestine and a two-state solution, then this also requires clarity and unity at home. I'm with the opposition, not ideologically, but maybe, in principle, that they have a certain, take on Palestine. Fair enough. They should be able to put it on the table, because if you're not on a foreign policy, if you're not on the table on a foreign policy discussion, then you're on the menu.
Okay.
This is not student politics here. We really need to understand this. This is about foreign policy. If you want to critique the government, do it inside the room, not from the sidelines. And an all-party delegation of this sort is not a sideline discussion. It's not even happening on the floor of the House, where there are, protocols in place. You can have as acrimonious a discussion as you want, and then come up with a policy proposal, come up with a proposal that is in tune with the larger philosophy that India has on foreign policy.
ठीक है.
When some opposition leaders choose absence, it weakens the perception of national consensus and it hands the narrative entirely to the government. I think the TMC and also Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I hope they understand what they are doing.
Okay.
If the meeting was merely optics, then challenge it there. Because absence, I'm sorry to say, absence is not dissent, it is abdication.
Okay.
And in geopolitics, as I said, if you're not on the table, if you're not at the table, you are on the menu.
ठीक है. We are hearing from Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party. He was part of that all-party meeting. Let's listen into what he's saying.
Joining me right now is Aam Aadmi Party's Rajya Sabha MP, Mr. Sanjay Singh with this. Sir, आज ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग हुई. आप लोग लगातार ये डिमांड कर रहे थे कि सरकार को अपना रुख साफ करना चाहिए वेस्ट एशिया कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को लेकर. क्या आप सेटिस्फाइड है अब जो रिस्पांस सरकार से मिला है?
बेहतर होता कि सदन में इसके बारे में चर्चा होती, लेकिन उन्होंने ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग बुलाई और सरकार का पक्ष रखा और क्या हालात हैं वेस्ट एशिया में उसके बारे में जानकारी दी. साथ ही साथ कुछ प्रश्न हम लोगों ने पूछे कि भाई, जैसे मैंने सवाल किया कि इजराइल की यात्रा पे प्रधानमंत्री क्यों गए, जबकि ईरान से हमारे मित्रतापूर्ण रिश्ते थे, ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री का खुद का दावा था. 24 में जब ईरान के राष्ट्रपति की मौत हुई थी तो आपने राष्ट्रीय शोक घोषित किया था. 19 तक आप उनसे तेल खरीदते रहे हैं, तो आप ऐसे देश के साथ पंगा लेने के लिए क्यों इजराइल चले गए? इसका कोई स्पष्ट जवाब नहीं था उनके पास. इसके अलावा मैंने कहा भाई, पाकिस्तान जो एक आतंकवादी देश है, वो युद्ध रुकवाने में चौधराहट की भूमिका निभा रहा है और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को कोई पूछ नहीं रहा है. ये तो ट्रंप ने अच्छा उल्लू बना दिया प्रधानमंत्री का कि पहले इजराइल भेजा, फिर उसके बाद ईरान पे हमला किया, फिर समझौते के लिए पाकिस्तान को बुला लिया. तो इसका भी कोई बहुत स्पष्ट, उनका तो ये कहना है कि 1981 से यही काम पाकिस्तान अमेरिका के लिए कर रहा है. तो इस तरह की बातें कुल मिला के रखी उन्होंने. तेल और गैस के संकट पर उनका कहना है कि हमारे पास अपनी जरूरतों के तेल और गैस है.
लेकिन सर, जो डिस्कशन की मांग आप कर रहे थे सदन में, क्या उसको लेकर कोई आश्वासन आपको मिला है?
कोई आश्वासन नहीं मिला है, कोई आश्वासन नहीं मिला है.
ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच सर. सो दैट वाज मिस्टर संजय सिंह स्पीकिंग इन टाइम्स नाउ. दिस इज Priyanka Singh reporting from Parliament.
Avni Bansal, spokesperson of the Congress party, you've had Sanjay Singh step out and say, I'm not satisfied with the meeting. The answers we were seeking, we've not got those answers. We want to ask the Prime Minister question 1, question 2, question 3. Now, my question to you is this. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition. Right now, I understand, I understand that Sonia Gandhi is unwell and he's by her side at the hospital. I completely understand that. But the fact is that he had already said yesterday, before Sonia ji was admitted to hospital, that he's not going to be part of this meeting. Why? What is this attitude? You are the leader of opposition. You have a chance to ask questions of the government on a subject that you have been raising in Parliament for the last 3 weeks.
Thank you, Shreya, for your question. First of all, Congress leaders did attend today's meeting, as we all saw. The larger question is, in times of war, it's not just political leaders, it's the people of India to whom the government has accountability. India's Prime Minister's visit to Israel, just before US was going to attack Iran, there was no all-party meeting that the Prime Minister called. Today, it is the people on the streets who are facing the LPG problem, which is why if the Parliament is in session, and the opposition is always going to be with the government in times of national crisis. But it is the government's responsibility not to take dictatorial decisions, not to make our foreign policy event-based or personality-based, but to show accountability and answerability to the common people of India, thereby not shying away from a discussion on this on the floor of the House.
Why did Rahul Gandhi then shy away from this all-party meeting? That was my question.
No, 1 second. What Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said is that he needs accountability and he needs a discussion on the floor of the House. But the Congress party still attended because we understand our responsibility. But we also understand that the government cannot just get away with calling for an all-party meeting, showing the optics, sending the message without answering the questions that needs to be asked. If the government and the opposition has already said that in times of war, we are going to be with the government, then have a full-fledged discussion on the floor of the House. Why run away? Why just send an optics? Oh, we have called everybody, we have briefed everybody. If you have nothing to show, please have a discussion on the floor of the House. And the Congress was present, mind you. But the important thing is...
The Congress was present. There were 2 members of the Congress party who were present. But the leader of opposition wasn't.
Yeah,
and while today I understand while he was not there, he had already made up his mind not to come. That's my question to you.
Yeah, the question is that what is the central concern of the people of India during current times? It is what's going to happen to the availability of the LPG. What is happening to the safety plan, the contingency plan of the Indian diaspora? Does the government have any plan in action? There are several questions. These concerns are of the people.
Those questions, Avni, could have been asked at this all-party meeting. Those questions are answered every day in a press conference, interministerial press conference that the government holds. Those questions have been answered by the Prime Minister not once but twice on the floor of the House.
The questions were asked and you're just hearing opposition leaders and I'm hearing them with you as to what transpired in the meeting. The question still is that if the parliament is in session and we are in such grave, unpredictable times, why shy away from a discussion on the floor of the House? To my understanding, this was sending optics that we have called for everybody so that they can get away without a discussion on the floor of the House.
Manish, would you want to come in here? Because every opposition leader who has walked out of the all-party meeting is saying, we are not happy, we are not satisfied with the answers we've got, we want a discussion.
But look at the kind of questions that have been asked. I heard Mr. Sanjay Singh saying that why did he go to Israel? So does he understand the geopolitics right now and the situation? Or is it like he feels that everybody was informed that US and Israel are going to really attack Iran on this hour and this day? So what kind of a question is this? India has a major stake in Middle East and we have good relationship. In fact, thanks to that good relationship with Middle East that we have cultivated over a period of time, a major crisis has been averted. So, we are still getting LPG, we are still getting oil, and the situation is so much volatile. And thanks to the, everybody, including some of the top opposition voices, they talk about that India's foreign policy has been a major success as far as Middle East is concerned. So we have a stake with Iran. We also have a stake with Saudi Arabia and so with Israel and other countries.
Okay.
Right. So in geopolitics, you have to engage people. And that's what we have done. But those kind of questions, why Pakistan is doing it now? Pakistan does so many things.
Pakistan की बात कर रहे हैं. We are getting some more. Tausif, I'll let you come in. Just let me tell our viewers what exactly transpired when it comes to Pakistan's mediation attempts. That was a question. We have just heard Sanjay Singh from the Aam Aadmi Party. That's a question he raised. And the government did respond. What the government is saying, in fact, the foreign minister said that this has been on since 1981, that the US has kept Pakistan engaged with Iran and their talks. And what the foreign minister has said, I'm quoting him now, is we are not a nation of brokers. Essentially, the foreign minister of India, Mr. Jaishankar, hitting out at mediation talks by Pakistan, citing history. Yes, go ahead, please. I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, the Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, I heard his statement. What he said is total lie, a white lie, and is being supported by the panelist here. That LPG, there's no lack of LPG supply. I mean, it's a total white lie. Hundreds and thousands of outlets, cloud kitchen, small eatery, they all close because there is no LPG supply. I personally face a crisis because I know some people or the other. I am able to get it, but think about what happens to others. People at large are suffering. So first acknowledge and accept that yes, there is an LPG crisis, and then only you'll be able to solve it. You did take a wrong step by siding with Israel and ignoring Iran when you claim that both Israel and Iran are your friends. You should have stayed neutral. You should have
Tausif, I agree with you that commercial cylinders are not available. Tausif, suno. I agree with you that outlets are facing a crisis when it comes to commercial cylinders. But the government today has said that the supply will be back to 50%. It was 20%, now 50% will be released to commercial outlets. So incrementally, the government is doing what it can. This is not a war that India started, right?
Yeah,
but we know it impacts us, and it will impact us. How is it possible that one of our major sources of energy is facing missiles and we will not get impacted?
Dependent on the cloud kitchen. There are elderly the elderly people who stay in Bengal, in Calcutta, thousands of them, and they totally dependent on cloud kitchen. What are they going to do? They are not able to order food from somewhere. They are forced at old age to cook food at their home and to buy. First of all, they have to buy the electric stove. Yes, you have to acknowledge BJP cannot just simply ignore it because it does not concern them. Yes, it does concern people. We elect government to take care of our problems, and BJP has completely ignored it.
Okay, I think
just because they had to.
Subhrashtra wants to come in. I'll let Manish come in after that. Subhrashtra, go ahead.
Shreya, a couple of things. First of all, we have to be very clear that Mr. Modi's visit to Israel was a strategic breakthrough, not a diplomatic deviation. Today, India openly engages with Israel on technology, defense, and innovation, and while it continues to support Palestine and a two-state solution. This is strategic maturity. Those who are making an issue out of it are stuck in a Cold War mindset where India had to choose sides. I don't think we are in that situation today. And look at Pakistan trying to insert itself as a mediator. It would be laughable if it were not so ironic. A country who is battling internal instability and credibility deficits on terrorism neither has the legitimacy nor any kind of leverage, forget about moral leverage, to mediate a conflict of this scale. And to opposition leaders who are raising this issue, it also talks a lot about their intellectual engagement with foreign policy. Now, on the LPG issue, let us not ignore certain facts. This government has expanded access massively through numerous schemes like Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. This is not to say that there is no crisis today. Of course there is. But as you rightly said, it is not like India is going and bombing nation states here. There's a war that is happening between nations, and India is being asked to take sides by the opposition. Now this is absolutely bizarre.
Okay.
The fact. Sorry.
No, let Avni respond to that. Avni, just come in here. Why should we be taking sides? I think this is a discussion that has happened for the last 3 weeks. But why should we take any side? What purpose will that solve? Not taking sides has helped us. And we've seen that in the last 1 week at least, when we have ships arriving at our ports carrying LPG, petrol, etc.
Modi took side by visiting Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Tausif, foreign policy is not going to be dictated by how TMC morally looks at issues.
Please, I did not interrupt when you were speaking.
Avni, very quickly, I'm out of time. Go ahead.
Shreya, that is exactly the point, that India should not have taken sides, and Indian government should have done what is in the best interest of the Indian people. Clearly, the Prime Minister office usually has intelligence when he visits Israel just few days before this big news is to break out. Now that the Modi government is realizing that this is completely backfired and that there's going to be a huge ruckus with the unavailability of the LPG, calling this All India Party meet is a whitewash. It's a sham. It's sending optics to say all is well without clearly taking any accountability, without presenting any contingency plans, and by refusing to have a conversation on the floor of the House. This is a complete sham and a complete attempt to show everybody is with us in this situation without having a proper discussion and letting people of India know exactly how bad the situation is going to be and how is it that they're supposed to be prepared for it.
No, you can't blame a guy for hoping, na? Kiran Rijiju stepped out and he hoped that the opposition would be with them. नहीं है तो opposition ने आके 2 मिनट में बोल ही दिया ना.
आप झूठा मत बताइए ना कि आपके साथ सब लोग हैं. आप ये बताइए ना कि हम पार्लियामेंट में डिस्कशन करेंगे इस मुद्दे पे.
चलिए, we leave it there, but this is a moment of national crisis, I would say. Is it too much to hope for and ask for political unity? It's a question that the opposition needs to answer. And yes, this is a question that the government needs to answer as well. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. Manish, good to have you on the show. Subhrashtra, thanks. Tausif, good to have you on the show. And Avni, thank you very much. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more on the other side.